Hello. Okay, today I have not done anything productive. So, for a video idea, I'm basically just going to walk you through my tech stack, which is probably just better than doing absolutely nothing. So, first, I'll just go through my personal stuff. Linux distro, Amarchi. Very nice. It's a lot of people hate it, but so far it's just the first distro that I found that actually likes me, that supports my GPU nicely, doesn't randomly black screen when I boot it up, and it's a lot more lightweight than a lot of people think it is, and it's just generally quite nice. I run it on my ThinkPad as well. Next, my IDE. Sometimes it sort of depends what I'm doing. So, for example, if I'm making anything to do with web, I'll just use code, because it's got the best extension support, ease of use in general. It's quite nice. It's just nice. But then I'll also use, if I'm wanting to use something like Go, Rust, C++, C, I'll use NeoVim that's configured with LazyVim. So actually, I didn't find it too hard to learn, and it's actually, I feel productive, even though I definitely don't use enough for the keybinds. I'll just, you'll definitely end up seeing me just pressing the arrow keys thousands of times to get places instead of using the very nice Vim bindings. Next, we've got art. Art. The best art for art, I basically just use the best pixel art software that exists. Where is it? Where's it gone? I mean, there's no other choice, really, is there? Sprite. I've used this more than I've played most of the games in my Steam library. It's so useful. I've used it. I'd say it's one of the most useful tools that I've ever bought. And it's just peak. It's got everything I need in it. It's never let me down, ever. I've never complained about it, I don't think. And it's just really nice. Next, 3D modeling. I have used Blender in the past, but I am not the best with it. Like, I know a few key bindings and stuff, like how to create stuff, how to move around how to move around vertices and stuff, how to select, stuff like that. Scaling as well, all that sort of stuff, but I've never actually been able to create anything. But something that I have actually been able to make stuff in is Blockbench, because it's nice and simple. It's not too bad. I just quite like it. Export. Let's find. Here's something that I made. It's just a little frog. It's also animated, which I'm quite proud of myself for. Come on. Where are the animations? They're all gone. Okay. It was animated. Just trust me on that. On to technologies. For front end, I'll use Astro and Tailwind. Tailwind because it's just the best thing for front end ever. That's what I made my website with, adderscript.net. This is all Astro and Tailwind. Just pure static with all my games on it. Then back end, when I do make one, you just use Go. I'll admit it's got its flaws for game dev, but it's nice with back end. It with WebSockets is pretty cool. Game dev, you'll probably already know this, but Godot. I've used it for most of the games that I've made, or at least most of the relatively impressive games that I've made. And it's just, I had a period where I didn't really like it that much, mainly just because I didn't like UI based engines, but I've gotten over that. Now I just stick with it. I've just realized that when using something like Go with Avaten or Play with TypeScript, it's fun to make, but I never actually make anything. I never make games. I always make engines. I never actually finish anything really. So I just decided to move on to. I just decided to stick with Godot. It's the most complete. What else? I think that's actually it. Unless you can think of other any other subsections of programming that you'd like me to show what I use for, then I think that's all I'm done. But thank you, and also please like and subscribe. That sounds dumb now that I've said that, but apparently it helps. I don't know anything about if it does or not. But thanks. Bye.